I'm your Huckleberry.
May I present a pair of fellow sophisticates?
What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy, and this is Matt. We're back at you with I'm Your Huckleberry. And today, we're going to talk about the movie that inspired the name I'm Your Huckleberry, Tombstone.
Yeah. We said we'd bring you some tribute videos, so this is our first stab at a tribute video.
First one. And couldn't really be better. I mean, top 10 video for sure. Probably higher on the list. I don't know if you guys have seen Tombstone yet. If you haven't, you need to. It's fantastic.
Yeah, if you have seen it, give us a comment in the comments below on what your favorite part of the movie was.
Yeah, I mean, hard to pick one. Val Kilmer is phenomenal. Every scene that he's in, he basically steals the show.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
But Wyatt Earp is also a complete BA character as well.
You gonna do something or just stand there and bleed?
Kurt Russell, that mustache is fantastic.
Yeah, you can't lose with this one. It's a man's Western movie. It's amazing. You guys got to check it out.
Dude, every line, whether it's Wyatt Earp slapping some dude around.
I said throw down, boy.
Val Kilmer just calling somebody out or just being the coolest guy in the room.
Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood? I'm your Huckleberry. That's just my game.
Even the the brothers.
Damn right, I'll risk it. They're breaking the law.
The villains.
I want you to know it's over.
You smell that, Bill? Smells like someone died. Jesus, Johnny.
Everything about it is cool. And so speaking of that, I think Val Kilmer should have won an Oscar, or at least been nominated as a supporting actor for that role, because Val Kilmer gets a little heat. I think he's phenomenal in that. I mean, there's a couple other movies obviously we love, like Real Genius, but I mean, it doesn't get better for me than Tombstone.
Yeah, and as you stated when we were talking about this movie or this video, he didn't get any Oscar love for this.
He did not. So I was interested, and I looked at it. So the movie came out in 1993, December, which is not a great time for Oscar nominations, because I think you have to be November or before to be nominated. Something in there. I know it there's a little bit of a gray period, but anyway, so he wasn't nominated. So he wouldn't have been nominated. That movie would have been nominated for 1994, which means it probably would have been 1995. Well, I looked at the movies. I looked at the actors nominated, and you won't you kind of be surprised by it. So for this first one here, Best Supporting Actor 1994, Ralph Fiennes for Schindler's List. We have Tommy Lee Jones for The Fugitive, Leonardo DiCaprio, Pete Postlethwaite, I think I'm getting that right. Who you don't know, but you've seen him because he was in The Usual Suspects. He was the lawyer Kobayashi. Which,
right.
Another movie we can totally get to because it's fantastic. But
yeah.
And then finally, John Malkovich in The Line of Fire. Now, Tommy Lee Jones won for The Fugitive. It is a good film.
Yeah.
He's good in it, but he's very Tommy Lee Jones in it. It's not like this is wow, mind blown. I'd never expect that from you.
Yeah.
Right. Same thing. 1995. Chaz Palminteri, who's also in The Usual Suspects. Gary Sinise from Forrest Gump, Lieutenant Dan, Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction, Paul Scofield from The Quiz Show, and Martin Landau from Ed Wood. Now, again,
decent year for movies.
Yeah, so there were some good things in there. Lieutenant Dan was fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I would aside from Lieutenant Dan, I don't know that I'd be there's another character that is that impactful 20 years later. Val Kilmer got a couple nominations, right? Not from the Oscars, not from Golden Globes or anything like that, from the MTV Movie Awards.
That's what you want. That's
right.
The one you're going for.
Right. So what's so funny about this, so he was nominated for Best Male Performance, right? Now, Tom Hanks from Philadelphia was in there as well. Val Kilmer, Harrison Ford in The Fugitive, Tom Cruise, The Firm, Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire. Now, Robin Williams is awesome I personally think Miss Doubtfire is a little overrated.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
But we won't get to that. Anyway, you feel differently, feel free to drop in, comment.
Leave some comments
I'd love
below.
to hear about it.
Or Daisy if you do.
And
But-
even if you know what these movies are that he's quoting out here, how many of
Right.
you have heard of these movies and have seen them?
Tom Hanks plays a guy with HIV in Philadelphia, so sure, the dramatic role, he wins for that. But again, are we really talking about that still? Or even Harrison Ford in The Fugitive? I mean, we're talking about Harrison Ford in, several things. Indiana Jones, iconic. Harrison Ford, iconic.
Right.
Fugitive was a good movie, but I wouldn't put it up there as like, man, this is the best male performance. Now get this. The second, and it's funny because of, Val Kilmer is not the best looking man in this movie. It looks like he's dying.
You must be Doc Holliday.
That's the rumor.
You retired too?
Not me. I'm in my prime.
Through the whole thing.
Yeah,
Right.
Pasty.
So
Almost dead.
the other nomination is Most Desirable Male, 1994 MTV Movie Awards. All right, so get this. Who else is in there? All right, so you've got Val Kilmer for Tombstone is nominated. Jean-Claude Van Damme for Hard Target. Hey, dude was in good shape. I've
There's
seen
a
it.
classic.
Yeah. Watched that with my dad. Tom Cruise, The Firm. Denzel Washington, The Pelican Brief. Now, most of those dudes, right, are still... I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme is not in the spotlight as much, but like
Right.
Tom Cruise, Denzel, but you know who won that year?
I don't.
Right. William Baldwin for Sliver. It's called Sliver. If you
I
want...
remember that one.
Dude, Billy Baldwin. So you've got Denzel, you've got Val Kilmer in his heyday, like when he was Batman. You've got Tom Cruise, who still doesn't look like he's aged. And
Yeah,
then
I know.
Billy Baldwin wins Most Desirable Male, which, watch the YouTube video for that movie, Sliver, like 30 seconds, a minute. It's hilarious. You're like, wow.
Really?
It can't have aged well. I didn't see it, so
I didn't
maybe
see it
it's
either.
fantastic.
I
It
don't know.
looks
What is it about?
freaking it's like a seduction movie. It looks terrible. Anyway,
Pale in comparison to these days, probably.
right. So, and then we talk about MTV Movie of the Year, which again, Tombstone should have been nominated for, but a little bit more of a like a stacked list, right? So you've got Jurassic Park that also came out. You've got The Fugitive that came out. Philadelphia, Schindler's List, and then the winner, Menace to Society. What are the movies that we're talking about? Yeah, maybe Jurassic Park we're still talking about. That's it.
Yeah.
And then beyond that even, so I've always thought, in addition to Val Kilmer, another person from that same time was also snubbed. Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura came out the same year.
Yeah. Wow. What a year of movies, huh?
It was good. I mean, I don't think we have that right now.
At least we're a little biased because we grew up in that day. But
Well, sure. So talk to me in 20 years if, like, the movies that came out in 2020 are being quoted and talked about. But
probably not. They're all remakes from the day that we grew up in.
it was pretty bad. So anyway, if you haven't seen Tombstone, you need to, because, like I said, it's so much, it's so good that it actually inspired the name of our company, the logo of our company. This was Val Kilmer in Tombstone.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, guys. In the meantime, if you like Tombstone, or if you like just any of the stuff that you've seen, we've got mugs. We've got so this is the Doc Holliday mustache. We actually have the Wyatt Earp, which is actually it's the better mustache. Russell's mustache in that movie, I don't know if it's his real mustache or not, but
Glorious.
it
is.
It is. I'm not I can't
Man,
really
that's
sport a
good facial
mustache
hair.
it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
It's more like Goose and Top Gun.
Oh my
But this thing is, so we've got the
got
mug
the
for that
handlebar.
as well. On the site, we've got first
Shirts.
t-shirt,
Yeah.
I'm Your Huckleberry. We're going to drop some links in, for the movie. If you've never seen it, you want to pick it up on Amazon. The movie poster is actually pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, check it out. Let us know what you think. We want to hear from you guys because, again, some of the best things about watching a fantastic movie is reliving it with people, talking about it, hearing people's favorite parts. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Leave us some comments down there. IYHCO.com is the website. You can find us here if they're just watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Look us up, IYHCO, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.